So guys, this video, I normally don't talk politics on this channel. I don't have a channel where I do politics. I may actually start that someday. I do pay a lot of attention to that sort of thing. This video is something that kind of hits close to home for me. It is Friday right now. You know, yesterday, Thursday, that we had that horrible shooting in North Carolina, where that little sorry sack walked into the church and shot 9 people dead. And it's been all over the news. It's been all over Facebook. It's been really everywhere you look. And I have some pretty strong feelings about it. I was less than 150 miles from where this went down when it happened. There was, you know, everything all through the area where I was yesterday, because I'd actually parked in a shopping center, walked in there, got lunch, and I was parked in the freight entrance behind while I was waiting for permits. I went in, got lunch, and then talked to some people, and people were talking about it. And then I stopped in the Dollar General there and got some supplies and everything that I needed. And just everywhere around, everybody was really somber. And, you know, it was kind of on everybody's lips and everybody's minds. And you know, I definitely, I had one of my family members murdered a couple of years ago. My stepbrother was murdered. And it was a horrible incident, and it caused a whole lot of problems in my family, and it tore my family apart. And it was a very horrible thing. And I'm not going to get into the details of that. This isn't really about that. What this is about is I was watching, you know, paying attention to the TV a little bit yesterday, paying attention to the news, and it just bothered me so much how all these political hacks had come out, and everybody's going off about this incident. Oh, it's the NRA's fault. Oh, you know. And then I saw this one poster that was shared by Wayne Dupree, and it was someone had taken a picture of the shooter, and they said if Chris Kyle had a son, he would look like this. And I was just so disgusted by that. I mean, it's, you know, what a horrible thing to say. And, you know, it really shows me how messed up some people in this country are, because, you know, just to say something like that after, you know, something very public and very brutal like this has gone on, it's just a horrible thing for the families. It's a horrible thing for everyone that had to witness it. I mean, I can only, you know, the worst people, you know, the people that have it the worst out of the situation are, you know, not just the families who had somebody killed, but the people who were in the building who had to watch this go down. I mean, they will be affected by this series of events for the rest of their lives. And for people to be out there just spewing this stuff like it doesn't matter, like, it just enervates me to no end. And the person who I really blame, the person who I think is the leader of all of these gutless, heartless assholes, quite frankly, Barack Obama, our president. I think that this man and the statements he made yesterday were so absolutely and wholly inappropriate. I mean, to me, it just, I could only imagine what the meeting was like, where they were figuring out what they were going to say, and it just reminded me of like Mr. Burns from South Park. Oh, Smithers, a bunch of people in a church in North Carolina got shot. How shall we exploit this? I mean, that's all I can really come up with. That is how evil and sinister this was to me. When he came out and he made his statements, and he's like, you know, oh, well, if we had done more to controlling guns doesn't have anything to do with what happened. You had a sick son of a bitch who wanted to kill people. He said in his own admission that he wanted to ignite a race war. And right now, Mr. President, the thing for you to do is not to go out there and try and drive a wedge further between the people here. This should be a moment where we should be coming out and saying, hey, we should all be coming together for these families. Let's rally around these families as a community. You know what? No matter what color of the skin, let's stand behind these people. Let's see that they can bury their dead in a reverent, respectful way, and not sit here and tap dance on the graves of the fallen to drive your political agenda that is aimed at taking our rights from us. That's to me what makes me so angry about this. It's what, and I shouldn't even say that he's tap dancing on the graves, because the graves haven't been dug yet. He's tap dancing on where they will dig the graves. They didn't even wait for the bodies to be cold when they came out with nothing but a political agenda. There is no heart in this. There is no feeling in the message that he came to the podium with. There's nothing like that there. It was all a scripted, no feeling, this is why we need to take your rights away speech. I'm like, excuse me, what the hell is wrong with this picture? And that just makes me so mad. You know, it's just frustrating to see that. And not only did he come with that political message, but it's more of this divisiveness. You've got, you know, people like Al Sharpton who are headed down there now, and they're going to be running around beating the drum. You know, it'll be Black Lives Matter, and it shouldn't be Black Lives Matter. It should be everyone's lives matter. And it should be, we should be looking at this guy that, you know, perpetrated this absolutely horrific event for what he is. He's a horrible, sick, twisted son of a bitch. And, you know, that there is but one cure for the son of a bitch, and that's to put him down like the rabid dog that he is. And I don't get why people can't understand this. I don't get why it has to be that, you know, I need to have my rights taken from me because this guy did what he did. It's a horrible, horrible thing. And the fact of the matter is, you know, a while back there was another shooting in South Carolina where a gunman walked into a church and was going to kill everybody. And what happened? A guy with a concealed carry license stopped the whole thing from happening. And that's how it should happen. It's not that the police should be here to protect us. It's we should be able to protect ourselves. You know, had the people in that church been able to protect themselves yesterday, it probably would have been a very, very different outcome. But this is the problem we have today, is the media and the politicians. They're cherry-picking things because they want control of our lives. And that's what this is about. Barack Obama doesn't care about these people that were shot. I seriously doubt that he shed a tear for them. I seriously doubt that he cares one little bit. The only thing he cares about is his radical agenda that says, let's take as much rights away from the people and give it all to the government because the people are too stupid to run their lives themselves. You know, he feels that we are too stupid to own a firearm. He feels that we are too stupid to manage our own affairs. He feels that we're too stupid to find and pay for our own health care, or even worse, make the choice that, you know, maybe, hey, we don't need health care coverage right now. And, you know, that it's the real problem with people like him, is he has decided that we, the people, belong to him and the government. And really, that's everything he spews about, you know, how slavery was evil and, you know, black people were oppressed. He has become the very thing that he hates. The very thing that he claims to be against, he has become. I mean, how disgusting is that? It just bothers me to know. And I think it is absolutely shameful what this president has done. And how he came out here and gave his little speech yesterday. It just sickens me to my core. I look at this and I go, this is not okay. This is not right. So, guys, that's how I feel about it. I'm sure plenty of you are going to have comments in the video below. If you enjoyed this, if you think that, you know, what I said here really makes sense, please do feel free to let me know. Share the video. If you guys would like to hear me talk about politics more, hey, you know, maybe I will go start a politics channel. I don't know. It's something I've considered doing for a while. I do have a lot of commitments already, but I have a lot of time in the truck right now where I'm just driving that I could be filming things like this and talking about things like this. So if you guys would like to hear more of that, let me know. I didn't really have a rhyme, you know, reason, you know, method for doing this. I just spoke to you guys from the heart. This is how I feel about it. This is all, you know, my opinion. So let me know. We'll talk to y'all later.